everybody, and welcome back to Movie Chats with Ant and Rye. This week we are discussing this year's Ballad of a Small Player, directed by Edward Berger, starring Colin Farrell and the always brilliant Tilda Swinton. We will get onto her in a second. Obviously, we've got a character named Lord Doyle who's staying at a fancy, ritzy hotel in Macau. He's overstayed his welcome because he can't really afford to stay where he's staying, and he's got 3 days to find 300,000 Hong Kong dollars. I'm going to get into that in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
But
there is that
so
plus then the almost £1 million that he needs to find for because that's what he stole in the first place.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And obviously he's a gambling addict whose real name isn't Lord Doyle because it's not even a posh name.
No.
Look, I'll get into first. I'm going to get into Colin Farrell because
Yeah.
I wrote notes as I was going through. He's good, but he's done better. I had thought at one stage, because he's obviously got a very posh British accent, and I thought at times his accent was slipping, and I was like, accent slipping. But then he turns out he's not actually O'Doyle. His name's O'Reilly, and he's an
Yeah.
Irish guy. So it's like,
He's just
okay.
that makes sense.
He
Yeah.
is that makes sense. He is Irish. He meets a lady named Dao Ming, who is a loan shark,
hmm
and obviously she's given out money that people can't pay back, and they've killed themselves. I found that it was like that all happened in like the first 25 minutes, and she's kind of confiding in him, and that happened very quickly for me. I didn't really buy
That
that.
didn't make any sense. Their relationship doesn't make any sense. And let's get into one, I think, weak points of the movie. I mean, the movie has many weak points for me, but this
Yep.
one was a weak point. The reveal that she's not at the beginning, but pretty much after the first night that they have together, she's a hallucination of his,
Yeah.
and
Right?
not really here. And it makes sense because their relationship doesn't make sense, but it is such a poor reveal. Are we
Right?
supposed to be
Yeah.
surprised by that? Or is she the ghost over him? That's why he's lucky when he's winning. Yes, I guess it's that, but that's not even poetic or clever or anything. It's
It,
lame.
right. It would have made more sense that he woke up and it was all a dream. His winning
Mm.
streak where he's really lucky and stuff like that, it would have made more sense that him waking up, oh no, he hasn't won. He's in a drug because he had the heart attack. I thought
Yeah.
he was going to wake up and he's still in loads and loads of debt. But
hmm
no, she's died. But he managed to not only not have a heart attack, and then he's found her location of where she's been staying, found her secret stash of money. That was all real, but
And
his time
the
with
and
her
the
wasn't.
combination, yeah, but then why does he have the combination of the lock on his hand? It means that it
Did
was his all along, right? I
Oh, right? Is that what it's supposed to be? Is it?
I think
I
so.
thought it
That's
was.
how I interpreted it. So it's like, okay, well, you have the combination of her lock on your hand that you're always covering up with your gloves. It means that
Right.
she's not real. And when she comes into the restaurant and she's sort of an apparition, and because their relationship doesn't make any sense, why would they be that close together and confide in each other? And she wants to help him when she's a loan shark. She doesn't care. Yeah, it makes sense that she was not real. Uh, but it's
Yeah.
stupid.
Right.
This is
Oh,
stupid.
because I thought she wrote down the combination after that first night where she's like cuddling up to him in that first 25 minutes. Did she not write
No,
that?
because
Yeah.
he had that, like, right. Is it like a tattoo that he has on his head? And the first time that they meet,
Oh,
we can see that because he's taking off the gloves.
I'd have to go. Yeah, that
We
explains why it hasn't rubbed off.
Yeah,
Because it's like if it's just pen on
yeah,
his hand,
exactly.
then
Exactly. It doesn't rub off because you don't see it. It's not the first time that you see it when he goes to the lock. You see it before.
yeah, you do.
So, yeah, for me, it's a tattoo. Okay, that's the only thing that he explains. lame.
Well, that just overcomplicates things, doesn't it? That's just silly.
It
Um,
does. Yeah.
and why the gloves? Is it the gloves to hide the combination? Or is it
I
actually
don't
lucky
think
gloves?
no.
It's, it's
Maybe a bit
never.
of both. I mean, I don't know. I stopped trying to understand this character because I can't stand him. I
Yeah,
It is very
and
hard. As much as yeah, go for it.
he gets away with everything then because he gets his kind of air
This
brackets
is
happy ending.
Yeah, this is exactly why I this is my biggest issue with the movie, right? First of all, I don't really mind anti-heroes when the story is interesting, but when you're making a story about one character, really because we're following him from beginning to end, you're not making him a very likable character, and then he does not have any arc. He's a gambler and he's a thief. He got into debt. He got into this mess because of his action. And how does he get out of debt? By gambling. He has
Yeah,
learned nothing, nothing at all.
and I hated the ending where he burns the money. I get that I suppose
Oh,
it's supposed to represent that he's free from all of his demons. He's
but this
money's not
is
holding on to him.
stupid.
But you could do so much with that money. You could go
I
give it to
know.
people.
Exactly. You
That's
don't
just
want it, give it to charity. Don't burn it. This is so
it.
stupid and
That's not
infuriating. Yes.
that's not prolific. That's just stupid. That's just silly. Ah,
Is I hated this character so much. I had a hard time going through the second half of the movie when I felt like he's not gonna get any better. There is not gonna be any redemption to this character, and he's so erratic as well when he's losing, and then the next scene is him in a hotel room just binge eating until he throws up in a bucket. What the
I
hell
made
is
a note
that?
about that. I made a note that it's disgust in luxury. So he's got all this
Yeah,
luxury around him, but he's just a disgusting person. He's
exactly.
inside and outside. And then there's the monsters that he sees in his reflections. He's seeing like monsters, how the
I
neck's
guess
kind of
so. Or
distorted and there's
with a
no
big
good,
mouth, like maybe he's like gonna swallow himself because of his
yeah,
greed,
yeah.
potentially. But then again,
There's,
he gets out of this
there's,
mess by
yeah,
gambling his way away from it.
yeah, there's no resolution of that.
No,
Ah, all right. We've talked about what we don't like. Is there anything
yeah,
else you want to talk about what you don't like?
no.
Because
Actually, I have a few things that I did like in this
yeah,
movie.
yeah, I've got four things I loved.
Oh, I
The
got two.
color,
You go first.
the the color. I loved
Yes,
how pretty it was. The
yes,
camera work was really well
yes. I
placed camera
agree.
work. Especially during the gameplay, you can like it really focuses on small insignificant things like the hand, where their
Yeah.
hands are, and camera works up. I loved the score. The
Mm.
score was amazing. It's actually, ironically, by the same guy who did House of Dynamite. His name is
Right.
Volker Bertelmann. I'm going to
Mm.
butcher his name, but yeah, I really loved his score. And one thing that you and I both will agree on is Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, more of her. I can't
More
believe
of
she's
her.
65. Can you believe
Right?
she's 65?
Right.
Right?
I was like, because I know that she's up there, but yeah, she looks great for
She
65.
looks great. And she's a chameleon. Like, she never looks the same. She can
Yeah,
be
no.
just anything in a movie and bang. Like, she's just different. I really like her. I wish there was more of her in the movie.
Yeah.
Might have make
It's
it like a bit more interesting.
Yeah, especially because she's a Scot, so she's got this
Mm.
real Cockney British accent where she really sells the part. Just I
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame that at the end she compromises her values. I think that was also no, she is an antagonist to him. She needs to keep going and stand
yeah
up for a value. You can't just switch it around and say, oh, but now she's just like everybody else. She's just interested in money because money rules the world. You can do something that nihilistic if you want, but this movie did not do it well at all. Um, yeah, one of the thing, I mean, all the thing that you said, 100% agree. I like that. I really like the way that it depicts Macau.
Yeah,
You want to go there, and they're using a lot of wide shots, so you can see the landscapes and you can see the like the scenery, and it's beautiful. It's very
yeah.
beautifully shot, and that I
It's
really liked.
have you been to Macau before?
I haven't. It's on my
It's
bucket list, but yeah.
such a beautiful little city or
Mm,
island, right? Because you've
yeah.
got all of this very um what's the word like uh what is the word? It's present futuristic. It looks all futuristic with kind of all the
Mm,
casinos and stuff like that. But you just go just a few kilometers outside of that. It was obviously founded by the Europeans, so it's got a
yeah.
very European kind of architecture
Mm,
and just the side streets. It's all the colonial times. It's just a stunning little city. I've only been there for like 8 or 9 hours. We're in Hong Kong
mm,
many years ago, but
yeah.
we spent a day there. It was just lovely little town, city,
Yeah.
island,
No,
whatever. You,
it looks beautiful. Yeah. Sponsored by the tourism office of Macau.
Well, one day, we're going to have some people going to view us, and we might have people who go, "Yeah, we're sponsored by this company." Not yet, not yet. Um, yeah, I found too much of the storyline was just too contrived. It was just
Yeah.
it didn't the narrative just didn't work for me. So
It's it's a bit it used me up because it's always the same thing. It's him wanting to find some money so he can gamble it away. And he's sweaty and he's erratic and he's chaotic and it just repeats itself over and over and over again. There is not much else that the movie does. It just does that bit in different ways. And yeah, it didn't grab me.
same. All right, let's get into our scores. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
No, that's very
I
nice of
think
you.
it w I think it was okay. It wasn't a fail, but I think what saved it were those four things, and especially Tilda Swinton. She was good. She was just the silver lining in
Hmm.
not much else.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 because I'm not the nice one. I don't think this movie works as a whole. I think some bits of it work on their own. The scenery, the cinematography, the acting, the depiction of Macau, all great. The story is lame, and the character that we are following and that we're supposed to be interested in is just somebody that I couldn't care less for, and the resolution is so poor that I did not really enjoy it, and I don't think it works as a whole. So I would give it a 2 out of 5.
There you go. All right. Well, please know what you thought of this film. Do you agree with our assessment? Was it a half a star? Was it a 5 star? As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next week.